The Amazing Digital Circus is a YouTube series created by Gooseworks which gained popularity back in 2023, with the pilot currently sitting at an astounding 380 million views. As of the making of this video, the 6th episode has just been released, and I heavily recommend watching the series if you haven't already. While watching the show myself though, something stuck out to me. Something I could deeply relate to. A topic that I often find myself thinking about when I'm alone with my thoughts. The Amazing Digital Circus isn't just fun little adventures with a colorful cast that are enjoyable to watch. It's about being lost and trapped in a world that you don't understand, and still finding meaning. Today, I want to talk about episodes 1 and 2, because I'm too lazy to do the entire show. Anyways, the first episode starts with an introduction to the circus and the cast, with Pomni seemingly appearing out of nowhere. She immediately goes to escape the new realm she finds herself in and tries to find an explanation to her current situation.
Oh, okay, now I get it! This is a dream, and I should just play along until I wake up, right?
Whatever you say, kid.
Ringmaster Kane believes that the best way to introduce Pomni to the circus is by going on an adventure, which he creates for the cast to keep them busy and prevent them from going insane.
Today's adventure is... Gather the glowing...
Shortly after, we find out why it is so important to stay sane in the circus, as while trying to look for Kaufmo the clown, who also lives here, they find him abstracted in his living quarters. Kaufmo the clown has gone insane and turned into a violent creature, attacking the others. Ragatha the doll gets hurt, but Pomni is too scared to help her up and instead flees, leaving Ragatha behind. Now, the abstracted creature roams the circus freely. While trying to look for Kane, Pomni finds a door labeled Exit and decides to enter it. She runs through what seems to be an abandoned office building with exit doors connecting an endless amount of doors, until finally she reaches the void. This, however, alerts Kane, and he quickly retrieves Pomni back to the circus and brings Kaufmo to a place called the Cellar. The cast is safe, and Kane rewards them with a buffet for completing the adventure.
Anyway, looks like you defeated the Gloik Queen, so I guess the adventure's over. Your reward is a delicious digital feast cooked by our head bubble chef.
Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
As the episode closes, we see Pomni blankly staring, trying to cope with the nightmare she's been trapped in. Episode 2 starts off by showing that Pomni has abstracted. She screams for help, but Kane simply throws her into the cellar, and the others just watch. Luckily, this turns out to be one of Pomni's dreams, and she wakes up right in time for Kane's second adventure. This time, including the Candy Canyon Kingdom, where bandits have stolen all the syrup, a valuable resource to the kingdom. The queen tasks them to bring back the syrup and gives them a truck so they can catch up to the bandits. We learn that the bandits stole the syrup to get it to their village, with the leader of the bandits, Gummigoo, wanting to help his sick mother. The two sides engage in combat, ending in the circus group landing in the Canyon Fudge, while Pomni and the bandit leader glitch under the map. Gummigoo, scared and alert of this new environment, promptly stumbles across the models for this adventure, finding himself and his gang as his reality begins to shatter. He then confronts Pomni about this, A heartbreaking scene as he realizes he can't even remember his mother's face.
Where's Mum?
You have a mom?
Shouldn't she be here with everyone else? I can't even remember her face. Did she ever have a face? Was anything ever real?
Okay, wait. Don't think about that.
Questioning his entire existence, making him feel lost and empty.
I don't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing.
Pomni tries to cheer him up, and after offering to take him back to the circus, he eventually agrees to her suggestion. They manage to escape and meet back with the rest of the crew. Gummy Goo is excited to start his new life, but tragically, Kane disposes of him. He's literally my second favorite character, what the fuck? Then, Ragatha comes to Pomni and asks to attend Kaufmo's funeral. During the funeral, Pomni realizes how much the cast really cares for each other, making for a bittersweet ending of the second episode. Nihilism is the belief that life lacks inherent meaning, purpose, or value. Ever since my mid-teens, I found myself encountered with a sense of meaninglessness. Maybe you felt the same at some point. Honestly, to this day I still find myself having those thoughts. Trying to look for purpose in life and finding nothing. What are we all here for? The Amazing Digital Circus perfectly encapsulates this feeling. From Pomni feeling lost and unfamiliar to the circus, to Gummy Goo feeling worthless and as though he is nothing. Aren't we just as lost as Pomni, born into a wacky and weird universe that doesn't seem to make any sense? Aren't we just as lost, trying to find a way to stay sane in all of this? Trying to distract ourselves from the harsh reality that we have no control over anything and everything we do is pointless? Just like Gummy Goo, the NPC, aren't we just as worthless? A tiny speck in the grand scheme of things that is the universe? What is our 80-year lifespan compared to the 13.8 billion years that the universe has existed for? And when realizing this, who wouldn't succumb to nihilism? Who wouldn't give up? Who wouldn't fall into a hole of despair beyond all hope? Well, the Amazing Digital Circus wouldn't? It may be true that in comparison to the history of the universe, we don't hold much value, but we still hold value to the people around us, to those who love us, those who would mourn us if we vanished. Even if there are days on which we feel hopeless and dark, we always have people we can count on, people who are there for us when we need them, and that's exactly what the Amazing Digital Circus shows us. We're not alone. Maybe life isn't about having all the answers. It'll sure as hell be boring once we do. Maybe it's about asking the questions together and dancing in the mystery. The Amazing Digital Circus shows us that we're not defined by the roles we're forced into or the systems we don't understand. We're defined by how we care, how we connect, and how we choose to keep going, despite everything. We are nothing by essence, everything by choice, and still, somehow, loved.